James Marr, please bring Derek forward to the stage. Then please lead Derek's parents forward, Michelle and Paul. James, as we learned a moment ago, is an Eagle Scout from Linfield, a friend of Derek's from St. John's Prep, and currently a student at WPI. Jose from Envalov, would you please step forward to guide Carter to the stage? Then please lead his parents, Anne-Marie and Brian, forward. Many of you will remember that we also honored Josefa at our ceremony here last June. He's now attending Boston University. Scoutmaster Ed Hunt, will you please step forward to convey the responsibilities of the Eagle rank to our new candidates, and then present the Eagle charge.
Now I'll say a few words on behalf of Derek.
Philip, you're doing a great job. Thanks. My name is Rodney Jones. I've been involved with Troop 79 for many years. I've had the pleasure of spending time with and watching these boys grow from grade schoolers into confident young men. I'm a better person for having done so. My sincere thanks to them and for all the others who've let me be a part of their Boy Scouting lives. Thanks, guys. With few exceptions, parents and guardians are usually the people who receive the largest gratitude from Eagle Scouts. That is not by accident. From the time boys enter Scouts, these are the people who do so many things for their sons. They transport, help, listen to, buy equipment, support, and encourage. Scouts, I'm looking at you guys over there. Never forget to say thank you and give hugs to your folks for all they do for you. Parents, don't forget to ask your boys what they have learned and what they've enjoyed about Scouting. Ask how you can help them. Build memories with them, and never forget that you don't get these years back again. Make them count. While we're in this thanking spirit, while I'm in this thanking spirit, let's give thanks to our leaders for a big round of thanks. Mr. Hunt, all of his assistants, they go to Thursday night meetings, monthly patrol leader council meetings, monthly committee meetings. In addition, they go on camping trips and other scouting events. These leaders not only include the Scoutmaster and all of his assistants, they also include the behind-the-scenes people who spend countless hours contributing to the success of the troop. In particular, Mr. Davis, the advancement chairman, and a big pat on the back for Mr. Potts as well. Thank you, guys. I'll just repeat what Mr. Davis said earlier. Parents, get involved. Ask how you can help. We always need new volunteers. Now, the important stuff. Derek asked me to speak for him. I am honored and flattered to do so. Thank you. Derek started out at a Cub Scout pack in North Andover, then moved to Troop 79, where his dad attained the Eagle rank when he was young. North Andover is far, far away. They live on the other side of town. And for those guys to come here every week like he's done, it's a big deal. Moving into a new troop in a city where he didn't go to school and didn't know anyone could have been difficult, but from the start, Derek joined along and fit in. He served as patrol leader, assistant senior patrol leader, as well as troop guide. He led several troop events, including one of the trips to the West Point Military Academy. Another of the trips that Derek has run for several years is the annual rifle shooting excursion to a rifle range near Hudson, Massachusetts. Anyone who has attended this event will attest to what fun it is. And if you can find him, it's right there in the second row. Ask his dad how he broke his thumb during one of those trips. Twice each year, our troop replaces worn flags and tattered flags at West Paris Church. With very few exceptions, Derek has been there to help. His granddad is buried there, so this program has a personal meaning for him. I asked Derek what his best and worst memories of Troop 79 were. His favorite memory, quote, the Allagash trip, because it is a trip like no other. Mr. Hunt described it a short while ago. He said that trip involves spending 6 days on the Allagash River in northern Maine. We are out of cell phone range, and we take all of our food with us. We see dozens of bald eagles and lots of moose. His least favorite memory was a particular wilderness survival trip, and in his defense, this was very early on in his career. He says, on that particular trip, in this wilderness survival trip, scouts are not allowed to sleep in tents. They're all allowed a sleeping bag and a small tarp. The idea is for them to make sleeping structures out of available materials in the woods. Some years it gets really cold. Anyway, he reported that he and Carter had made some type of suspension structure, which proved not to be that warm on that cold night. In the middle of the night, he said that he went to his dad's tent to get warm. Not sure exactly what happened to him. I also asked him when he asked me to do this, who his favorite sister was. Nicole, you won. For those who don't know, Derek only has one sister. My recollection is that Derek was always interested in teaching cooking skills to young scouts. In fact, for the Allagash trip, he and his dad made, 40 or 50 pulled pork sandwiches to eat on the trip up. I can attest to how tasty they were. Derek's Eagle project was making 2 wooden lifeguard chairs for a pond in North Andover. This was a pond he had spent much time at as a child, so again, this had personal significance for him. These chairs were over 7 feet tall and built with 2x6s and 2x8-inch pressure-treated lumber. They were not chairs, they should have been called structures. There are pictures of them on this board out there. Nice job. Most Eagle projects stretch the envelopes for scouts. They are designed for that purpose, for the candidates to hone their leadership abilities, and it's a way for younger scouts to learn new skills. Young scouts, pitch in and help on these projects. You'll need the help someday as well. I remember Derek as always being cheery, never grumbling, and always willing to help young scouts. He was always the first to laugh at himself and was always willing to take instruction and advice. Derek was on the St. John football and track team. He is currently a student at Merrimack College and studying mechanical engineering. He hopes to get a job at Disney or Raytheon. Derek, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Finally, Chris Potts.
Happened. I want to thank all my family, Nana, Grampy, Grandma, Grandpa, Auntie Diane, and Uncle Kevin. Mom, Dad, thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I didn't forget you. Dad, thank you especially. You got me into scouting, which it's been so impactful in my life. Would not be the same person without it. So thank you. You've kept me going through the years, buying me all the equipment I need, so thank you. Thank you for that. James, thank you for being my sponsor today. Mr. Jones, thank you. Also like to recognize Mr. Hathaway and Mr. Hill. For those of you who don't know them, they have always been around helping when you need them. When you need them, they've been there. They have all the knowledge in the world, and it helps greatly to have them around. They help with trips. I know West Point, I've met with Mr. Hathaway a lot. Mr. Hill, he helps on the shooting trips. The first couple shooting trips he helped out. So thank you to both of you. Thank you to my brothers right there, Mr. Kavanaugh. And to the Scouts, stick with it. Don't slack off. Keep going. Go on the Allagash, because it will change you. You may not think it will, but it does. Even if you get homesick, still go, because I know I get homesick really easily. I went and it was amazing. Yeah, so I just want to thank Scouting altogether for changing me. Thank you.